Alright, game development is hard, because here is a list of skills that you need to make a good game, and basically I have none of them. Well, maybe some programming, but is that enough to make a game in one of the hardest game genres out there? Well, let's find out. So I open up Unity, create a new project, and where do I start? First, we need a map, but I'm way too lazy to build one by hand, plus I want it to be randomly generated and really huge, like in Minecraft. So that means we need procedural terrain generation. After digging through some tutorials, I successfully wrote some code to generate the terrain. And now let's make sure the player actually spawns on the terrain and not under it. And boom, we've got an infinite open world to explore. But I don't know if you've noticed, it looks like shit, because the world is completely empty. So it's time to implement procedural object spawning. And my first attempt looked like this. Yeah, I kinda overdid it with the trees, then I ran into another issue, because some trees were just flying, but eventually I fixed all that and added a few different types of trees and a rock. So now walking around actually feels a bit more interesting. But what's the point of trees and rocks if you can't collect resources from them? So I added a crosshair, added some hit particles for trees and rocks, and added a sound effect. Then I created an inventory system where we can store all the resources we collect. After that, I made the inventory interactive, added drag and drop and a hotbar for switching between items. Okay, but usually in these kinds of games you gather resources so you can craft stuff. So now it's time to build a crafting system. I whipped up a sample UI for crafting items, and then I got super annoyed because I couldn't find a decent axe icon in the asset store, so I decided to make all the item icons myself, and after a few hours I could finally craft an axe. After that, I added more crafting recipes and everything works amazing. But again, I don't know if you noticed, there are no shadows on terrain from the objects. So I had to spend some time battling with shaders, and I even had to update Unity because there was a bug with Shadowcaster, and yes, of course, on my first try the entire terrain just disappeared. But in the end, I got the shadows working. Then I spent more time refactoring the code, which is so boring that I don't even want to talk about it. Okay guys, right now I'm just going with the flow and building out all the basic survival game mechanics. I haven't fully decided on the setting, story or all the features I want to add yet, so if you've got any cool ideas, drop them in the comments, I would love to hear them. And yeah, that's it for the first devlog. If you wanna see more videos like this, then hit that like button, subscribe, and see you!